and better for our viewers. Now, there is a looming sugar crisis in Kenya, and our parliamentary reporter Chris Thairu is now speaking to Kakamega Governor Wycliffe Oparanya from his office. Good afternoon, Chris Thairu. I mean, it will be very interesting to hear what the governor has to say, especially this coming at a time when the sugar probe is still ongoing.
Yes, a very good afternoon to you, Akisa, and dear viewers. As you correctly put it, remember that parliamentary members of the parliament are still investigating the sugar, the contraband sugar that has been netted in various parts of the country. And I'm privileged to be joined by Kakamega Governor, that is Wycliffe Oparanya. Welcome to KTN News.
Thank you.
Well, we know that the sugar, where you come from, it's one of the sugar belt areas, and farmers, farmers have been up in arms in regards to what is happening in the country. Maybe as the governor from that region, what is your take on this?
This is an unfortunate situation that we have had major imports of sugar. And this happened last year when most of us were campaigning. And this major imports of sugar has really affected our economy, especially in my own county, Kakamega County. As you know, we have 3 major sugar-producing companies. Mumias is at the moment closed. The private ones, West Kenya and Potali, those are working. So these imports have really affected our farmers. But what is surprising also is that the West Kenya, which is one of the major factories, has been accused of getting involved in importation of sugar, which means most of the sugar may be that they repackage is from actually what they import. And as such, they don't take more cane from the farmers, because I'm told the imported sugar is more profitable than the ones we produce here locally. So this has been an important issue, and as governors from the Western region, recently we had a meeting with the Minister for Agriculture, Mr. Kiunjori, and we expressed our concern with this importation. And we strongly feel that county governments should be involved in the sugar industry, because, as you know, agriculture is devolved, and you cannot be doing agriculture and then the imports of the agricultural products are done without consultation of the county governments. In fact, we have come up with quite a number of recommendations, which we are feeling that will engage the president, so that Sugar Act is actually reintroduced. The Sugar Bill is reintroduced. You remember the Sugar Act was there in 2013, and then it was scrapped. We feel that we require, not regulation within because this is a major industry that cannot be run.
But Governor, we know that there are investigations being conducted by various agencies, including Parliament. Do you have faith that they are going to do a good job?
The problem we have in Kenya here is that anything that we do, politics comes in. And as politics come in, the entire process is diluted. Otherwise, we have proper institutions in this country that if they are trusted and they do better investigation, obviously we are able to reach to the bottom of this matter. As you have heard, the general public opinion is that the National Assembly has no capacity to carry out such an investigation. And we require specialized agencies to do this. And with all outbursts, unnecessarily unstructured outbursts about sugar imports, you know, people lose faith.
But apparently politicians are the ones who are being accused of importing this sugar.
That's what is out there. They are the same people, I'm told. They go back, they go behind the so-called sugar barons. and they import sugar through them because they know they will cover them when it comes to the National Assembly. I remember even in West Kenya, when there was investigations, West Kenya is within my county, some politicians actually went to the factory privately and engaged the owner of the factory. And when they knew actually there was investigation going on, how could they do that? And maybe if you carry your own investigation, you will find out those who went there privately to engage the owner of the factory.
Maybe moving forward, what plans do you have to cushion the farmers down there, especially the farmers who come from your own home county?
You see, the issue that we need to address is to look at why did we come to where we are. Where did it start raining on us in the sugar sector? That is very critical. We had a meeting of the Lake Region Economic Bloc governors, met the Minister for Agriculture, and we had a 2-day meeting at Windsor, and we came up with quite a number of issues. We addressed the challenges that are in the industry, and we came up with a recommendation. And the first recommendation that we feel to safeguard that particular industry, the first one is to have a regulation, proper regulation, to start regulating the sugar industry at the moment. In my own county, there's a lot of poaching of sugarcane. We need zoning. There is no order in the entire industry. So that order should be restored before now we start restructuring the entire industry. And most of the factories in Western Kenya are government-owned or state-owned. Most of these industries have a lot of debts, very high debts in them. At the moment as we talk, some of them are under receivership. They are unable to pay farmers. They are unable to pay salaries and so on. So the government must come out clearly, have these debts written off, or they take over these debts, restructure the industry, introduce private sector within this industry, because the state is not a good manager when it comes to managing companies. We leave it to private sector involvement.
Kakamega County Governor Wycliffe Oparanya there addressing matters of the sugar crisis in a conversation with our senior parliamentary or political reporter, Christopher